Hi guys, welcome back. Well, today I am sharing with you my fall home decor. I had many of you ask for either a blog post or a video when I had shown some things in a haul a couple of videos ago. I think it was kind of like random grocery and some home things. Just started picking out some things for fall. Well, last weekend my husband and I went and got like the pumpkins and the things for outside, and I've slowly been putting things together inside. So I thought I would go ahead and show you. It's not changed too much from in years past. I did do a previous blog post on it, so some of you may be familiar with that. We don't go all out for decorations, that's for sure, but I definitely love fall decorations because you can have them up a little longer. Like I usually have them up for most of October and all of November. I don't really do Halloween specific. That way I can just keep them up, kind of as just fall in general, and then it kind of goes with Thanksgiving. A lot of things I've had for many years, but I'll definitely let you know like where I got everything, so in case you want to look for it. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Okay guys, so here we are in the front of my house, and every year we try to do something with pumpkins and hay bales. Sometimes I just have one, sometimes I have two. We decided to get two this year, and it's funny because I think sometimes two's too much, but then one doesn't look like enough, so it's always different looking. This is the large mum that I'd shown before that we got at Costco. It's just starting to bloom. I had it over by the garage, but the wind, it's so top heavy, the wind kept blowing it over, so I moved it here on our bench. Just bought a couple of pumpkins there. I also have these pumpkins here. I usually try to do some kind of pumpkins on the urn. This year I used just some kind of like almost burlap. I think you saw this in that haul. Stack the two pumpkins together. Of course, these are those more flat pumpkins, so they stack really nicely. I've put different things between them different years. Just tried this. Not sure I love it, but it looks good from the street. And then we just have another one here. So this is our front door wreath. Sadly, it's last year. It's starting to fall apart. Like some of the things on it, I've hot glued it. I think almost every year something's falling off. I made this a couple of years ago. This probably is like the third or fourth year. It started out a different wreath, like just with the greenery and the inside, and then I put basically all the fall things on it. But I kind of like that it's not like perfectly shaped or anything. It's nice and big, takes up the whole door. You can see it nice from the street. Anyway, I'm gonna hopefully salvage it, but anyway, if it looks a little wonky, that's why. So here on the entry table, I just have a few little pumpkins. It came in a set, I'm not sure where. And then I have like this little sign that I keep out. Again, these kind of things move from time to time, but normally they stay here kind of, like I said, in the entry table. Okay, so here's the dining room. I did it a little bit different this year. I usually have something hanging up here, but I decided to put that somewhere else because the table kind of has a lot going on. The only thing new I think this year is I got this outer lay of the napkin at Pier 1. Everything else I've already had. These stay on the table all the time. I have these two things already. Just sprinkled like little pine cones. I already had all the vases, the pumpkins. I've had those for a few years. And again, I'll list where everything's from below. So basically, this is what the table looks like. And as far as back here, I think last year I might have had these bowls on the table, but I didn't like the way it looked this year. Right now I just have them sitting there. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, put them away. And I just have kind of some little pumpkins sitting over here. Okay, so this is just something a little festive I kind of put together. Some of these things we already had out, but I have the Halloween Oreos, so they have the orange in them. I just put them in a cute container. We almost always have almond M&Ms out, and I seriously went out and picked out the blue ones and just put them in a separate bag. My husband took them to work. So basically I just have, kind of fall colors in there. We always have a couple things of nuts out. These are pistachios, these are cashews. You could definitely put like candy corn in something to make it, a little more festive for fall. This I just have in the pantry, kind of with like my entertaining things. This is something I usually use in the summertime to bring things in and out from outside, if we're eating or grilling out. But Normally I just had these lined up on the counter, but I thought, you know what, they need kind of like some type of tray. So again, just use things I already had around the house. So as far as the kitchen goes, I don't have a lot in here, but I do have just these 2 cute little towels hanging here. This one I've had a long time, but this one's new from Kohl's. I don't know, you probably can't see the detail. There you go, it has like a little chevron print in it. And then as far as just up here on the stovetop, I have this little sign that I've had, you know, for quite some time, and I kind of move it around the house every year. But I think the last couple of years I've actually put it here. So I almost forgot, I do have this wreath hanging on the pantry door. I usually try to hang one seasonally, and I just think it looks nice because the door's so white, so it just brings a little bit of color into the room. As far as the table, this actually is something that I had hanging on the chandelier that I just mentioned. I just thought this table's a little plain. I didn't feel like putting it on the chandelier this year. So this candle holder always stays here, and I just set it there just to give it, you know, a little bit of color. So this is the breakfast area table. So this is something kind of like on my little makeshift bar. You've probably seen the wine rack before. We just have, you know, bar items up here. This is something I've had for a long time. It's just kind of like a placemat. It's a little bit shiny. This I've had forever. Most of the year it has like something else in it, but I just decided to put a few little fall things in it. Some cute pics, you know, with fall themed. You know, like gourds or corn or anything. This little pumpkin I got at Target. It was actually the last one when I got it the first time, and then just recently I saw they were stocked back up. It's in the dollar section. I thought it was just really cute, so I bought a couple more. And then you might have seen these. These are just the little sparkly pumpkins, and then these are just, they go to a set that I already have. But again, just something that I always have this bowl out, but decided to switch it up for the fall. Okay, so here is the mantle. This pretty much looks exactly how it did probably last year, maybe even the year before if you're familiar with that post. I just hang a wreath up there, this little bit of garland. This will probably be the last year for this because it's kind of a pain and it's falling apart a little bit because it's a little bit thin actually. And then I just have same little corn cob guy up there, a few little pumpkins. I also have the pumpkins here on the candlesticks. I used to have these on the dining table, but I think last year and now this year, I just decided to put them there. And then over here on this table, just one little pumpkin stand here. I think I had this in the dining room last year.
So that just gives you a little peek into our home and kind of how I like to decorate for fall. Be sure to follow me on Pinterest too, because I get a lot of my ideas and inspiration for decorating there, and I have, I think, like a holiday decor board. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. This is my latest one. I just got this from Old Navy and just featured it on Instagram. I'm absolutely loving it. It is the perfect weight.